Welcome to Toffee TV. These are my three things today from Fulham to Everton 0. This video was sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball's app makes it possible to keep up to date with all the latest stats, scores and transfer rumours, all in one place. Click the link in the description below to download the app. It's free. Firstly, let's start with why always us? Why are we still that team that loses games like today? Playing against the team that are relegated, okay, they got nothing to lose, fair enough, and they worked hard for the manager, they did, but they've lost 9 games on the run, 9 on the spin, and we have won 3 on the run and have been in good form over the last 6 games, 1 4 drew, 1 lost, 1 before today, and we've gone to Craven Cottage today and have just turned in a terrible performance. And why are we still that team? You know, it winds me up that we still are the team. We all knew, everyone, just looking at social media, it was all like, you can see Fulham beating us, and it's all, and why can you see Fulham beating us? If that was Wolves going there today, I'd have expected Wolves to win. Watford, Leicester, they'd have probably all gone and won there, and yet we turn up. And anyone can lose a football match. You know, it is what it is, isn't it? It's a game of footy, and if both teams work hard and you have a little rub of the green, fine. But we turned up today and we just didn't match them anywhere on the pitch. And that's pathetic for me. That's what we've been doing recently. We've been matching everybody. We had no spell in that game where you thought we're definitely, you know, we're in control of this game. We weren't. And that worries me, because last week we were in so much control against Arsenal. So much control. West Ham, total control. Chelsea, after the first 25 minutes, control. Newcastle for 65, total control. You know, we didn't have any control today, I don't think. We had knocking it around, going nowhere. We're still walking around. There's 8 minutes stoppage time, and we're passing it in triangles in our half over on the side. You're just like, you know, what's happened? You know, where's the urgency to get a result today? And if we'd have started on the front foot and started well, I think it'd have spread through the team, but we didn't. We started poorly and it never got any better, and that's something I think that the manager's going to have to look at. Secondly, I think we need a centre forward desperately in the summer. Listen, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's done all right. He's developing. The one big chance he had today missed. He should have scored. The keeper was laying on the floor. It's a simple goal for me. Babel showed at the other end how easy it is. You just dink it centrally, and that goes 1-1. We might win it. But we had no real option. Tosun, come on, he's not an option. We need someone who can run in behind. And all of this, I've seen it. People go, don't buy anyone, let Dom develop. No. Buy a centre forward in the summer so that Dom has to battle to get into this team, and he learns how to put the ball in the back of the net. Because that's what we need. We need a killer instinct up front. You've seen them today. Now, some people will want Mitrovic. I don't particularly want him. He's a big, you know, he is what he is. He's not someone I'd like to see up front for Everton. But he even puts himself about, and he made Everton defenders know they were in a game today. Dom didn't at the other end. Them 2 lads at the other end had an easy afternoon. Very, very easy afternoon. And they haven't had any of them this season. Go and look at the goals they've let in. They've had a torrid time at the back, Fulham. And it was just too easy for us. And we had no option. You know, that's why if we had another option similar to Dom, we could run in behind or whatever, then he'd have been subbed, I think, after it. Or someone would have gone up front with him after when the first goal went. But because the manager knows he hasn't got another option on the bench who's like for like, he can't take him off. Put Tosun on with, 7 minutes left? Well, it ended up being 15 because of the stoppage time, but there's a reason for that. You know, we went 2-0 down with 20 minutes left, and he didn't put him on. He should have been straight on them, but we just need other options. We need more quality if we're to go forward. And that really brings me on to the third thing, and that is, you know, key components of this squad need to be brought in the summer transfer window. I done a tweet last night I was just sitting there thinking of all the players who we could get rid of, potentially could go, you know, and who would we miss out of them. I think there was 16 players on the tweet. 16 players. And you look at it and go, none of them are contributing to us. You know, one of them was Tosun, who comes off the bench, you get that, but lots of other, and I didn't even have Baines or Jags on that list. So you're looking at it and going, we need some real quality. Our midfield, have been really good of late, but today they were terrible. You know, Gomez and Garner just didn't work. Sigurdsson wasn't hardly in the game. If we're going to move forward and try to break, because we want to get in the top 6, that's what we're aiming for, aren't we? We're aiming to push for that. If we're going to get there, we need better quality. We need consistency. You see a team going, top 6 teams have, in general, got that consistency, and we haven't got it. We're, on our day, like Arsenal and Chelsea at home and Liverpool, we can match them. There's not an issue there. The issue is today, going to a team that's relegated there for the taking, and we don't perform. And it's probably having better players ensures that you do beat those kind of teams. Listen, you can lose a game, of course you can. It's football, but there's a way to lose it, and that today for me wasn't a way to lose it. That today was sloppy, second best to everything, and lacked any real ideas going forward, particularly second half. Terrible going forward in the second half. It was so stagnant. But the game, you know, the minute they went 1-0 up, I thought to myself, the game's over, because we'd shown nothing in that first 45 minutes that said to me we were going to get a foothold in the game, because the midfield looked sluggish and theirs didn't. You know, fair play to Scott Parker, he had them fired up, and, you know, that probably won't win another game this season. Because they probably won't find a team that's willing not to battle like we went today. But real food for thought for the manager and Marcel Brands after that today, because we've generally performed in every game since we had that break. Even Newcastle, we played well, and you know, there was things, but today was a sloppy performance, and that frankly isn't good enough, and we can't afford to carry that kind of mentality and that kind of performance over into next season, I don't think. Otherwise we just stand still, or we regress, and that's the way it is. I've struggled to find 3 things, because it's just really disappointing and really flat after that, but what can you do? Check out Ped's match reaction, check out mine if you fancy it. See you later.